like your buttons and things
on
like that.
this website.
Something looks unfamiliar, ask, other than that,
So
I'm just
just
gonna have you
leave the
basically
tablet.
go through the steps
And then go back to the
as
So how is
if I were
somebody,
to.
okay,
We'll get there.
Okay.
It's not easy, but it will
Thing, and if you are more than one tester,
once we
then,
explain it all.
Go to
And there's a
your
lot of information.
community.
yeah, so we just are very, very short on time. Yeah, so all the sign-in stuff, with the exception of Arabella, you would have gotten in all of your other classes. As far as doing your test, waiting for approval,
Should already be.
checking your audio, all that stuff, that is all the
And so
same.
this is what you'll see when there's a new meeting.
The only
that
difference
has
between
any-
that and the others are the buttons that you have
This top
available.
is the agenda, which,
Do you publish?
yeah. So all you should have to do on the day of when you show up to the meeting, presumably you've
Oh,
already
you're-
gone
you
in,
need the code?
created the meeting before,
right?
you've edited and made sure that the agenda's correct. All you have to do when you're getting ready is you hit this publish button on there.
So I publish on Thursday.
Are you guys?
Okay, well then you can do that on Thursday. You can publish it whenever, but you just have to have it published before you start.
So steps 4 and 5 can be interchanged, but you'll already have 4 done.
Yeah.
So if you're publishing the meeting agenda early, then it just makes things easier. Because
Okay.
So then 5 under video, you're gonna say add broadcast.
Want me to do that now?
And
So
then
that's
when
what
you're
you'll
done
do
on the
day of,
video count,
after
it
you
goes
start
back.
the YouTube stream.
Post meeting agenda, whenever.
Yeah,
Yeah, it doesn't matter what the
It's
answers are,
before you
nothing is ever tied to you because it's just practice, it's really just, are you familiar with the buttons? And go from there. So rather you hit submit,
Well, I don't have submit, but
Okay.
okay,
Then select the format,
is that what you were at?
YouTube format. This one we just started. And then
Oh, this one was black.
it's not too bad, right? And so that's why you set the name of the stream to be the day, so you know all you have to do when you get to that menu is just look for the date.
Okay.
then we just scroll down.
Oh,
Try hitting save there again.
I have black.
Okay, now I'm touching. Okay.
Any code? You're done?
Yeah, we're done.
Okay, hold on, just a sec.
Oh, it's not published.
Okay,
But now this is gonna go
Here you go.
to,
It's not gonna go.
It could.
It could, but nobody's gonna know it. People can't even
We're
get to that
just-
website yet
Yeah, we're gonna
because
delete it. They don't have a.
and then just
There's
shut
no
your
link to
Chromebook
the
with your
Okay.
phone and
public
come
website
in
yet.
and see and
it's not like on the
go back.
Delphi site.
I
yet.
just told you
but will it
to
go
do
to the
that.
board members?
Yeah, uncheck it.
Okay. Okay.
And then just hit publish. And that's just like the cookie cutter agenda. Or maybe one that you guys already entered.
This step does take a while,
How
so
long
we
you
wanna do this ahead of time.
You what?
Well, yeah,
Okay.
she said it's gonna be published.
Yeah, I published.
'Cause
I
this
publish
does-
on Thursday and then I'll publish probably that morning or whatever.
Like the Thursday before the weekend.
I'll publish. Okay, I have to, so I publish it,
You just found someone you want to talk
I have to legally publish it on a website or somewhere. Yes, for the public on Thursday.
If there are changes,
Then I would publish it. Oh,
I'm just asking because my Chromebook quotes people. One of them said because of tariffs, he might have to change the price. And another guy who never gave me a quote
yeah,
said that, oh, I can get you a quote that's underneath that other price. But I said, like, very latest I can have is Friday.
yeah, that's fine. I could I'll change it on Monday, then I'll redo it in that morning and then it's froze.
And that's only if his numbers are significantly better than
Okay.
those,
Yeah, I did that with yours as well.
which I don't know how they would, because 237 on both of us.
And you don't actually have to answer, just click answer. Make sure you know that voting question got them to type the question, so you guys, it's not this practice test, it's just, are you familiar with the test format?
Mm. Yeah, but I got an email that said Trump is freezing the tariff
I did too.
for 90
I read
days.
that when I was in
You
the.
might have done NW vote, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Get the Chromebook
So,
set before.
if that is
Yeah.
your
They kick back on.
Trump said-
Yeah.
That he's pausing some tariffs for 90 days, but raising
Well,
China, so they'll probably,
Yeah.
yeah,
Huh?
but
We got the
raising
good
them on
Chromebooks, they don't
China.
have this.
All
He's trying to,
The window hasn't even
They're
opened
going
yet.
up too, for those ones, so. Alright, so,
Is it?
so now it's published.
okay,
You need to go back and-
All you'll have to do, if you, when you go to update them, is just unpublish, edit, and then publish again. But for what we need to do now, they're done.
So you
Okay.
vote
And then, so you should be able to scroll down extra this time. Yeah, and then launch live meeting. And then now this will put it on the,
Public facing.
yeah, on the public website,
Public facing website.
which will be linked on the Delphi website eventually.
Eventually, we don't have that yet, so
They haven't given it to us.
but when I,
So Arabella, literally, you can
then
just
you can
select a button. You do not have to read it.
Yeah.
It is a practice test.
So this is the
It
public
is
side.
literally select an answer.
so
Do you know how to
they'll,
answer that type of question?
someone from the public will go to our
Oh, I'm
website,
actually answering.
right? Our webpage,
That you're done.
And we'll have to
What
link
about it?
to that homepage.
Wait, so I
Would
don't
be
have to
better
answer,
under
right?
board or under community resources?
I would say cool.
board,
Yeah,
that's
it's
what
a
they're
board
used,
thing.
or here, school board, you could do.
They're figuring out.
Yeah,
Board-
wherever you
board
want to put it.
Okay.
Just take that URL. This.
No, they stream it. Yeah.
Wait, I think it's good.
And then it'll take you back to this one.
This,
This one right here. It'll take them to this,
I need the.
and then all you have to do to check
So then,
is,
when it has the arrow, you're good. So maybe it
it's
was.
kind of
put on
inconvenient,
this.
there's in that one spot, probably the top one.
So if you go back to that homepage.
Like that?
Yeah,
Anything
put
that looks like the clock.
And then it
It's showing
should,
that you didn't do
if
it.
that's the live
Yeah.
meeting.
If you have the arrow,
It goes
you're done.
to it. And then if
And
you click
it
video,
gets submitted. That would be my guess, is that we close our Chromebook without submitting it.
it will.
And it basically showed you.
It was the wrong one.
But-
So hit back, and then it'll next app, hit
Okay,
back,
and just a minute.
and then hit back one more time.
And back to 8.
And then click the bottom of those two.
Go back
I
in
need
and
to see
type
if I
something.
can erase.
I bet you can. I mean, we'll have to delete this one too. But it should. Okay.
so then the meeting, and then this is the agenda.
Yeah.
But how do I then be myself?
So this,
See this.
yeah, you just have to run this. You don't have to. Once now you've hit the point where you don't have to touch anything till the meeting's over. So you can minimize out of all these tabs and do whatever you need to do with your
Really let the skies look.
Oh,
notes or like the
Skies look.
confidential agenda, that kind of stuff. You can do all that.
Or gray.
So you'll have 2 tabs. And you're gonna change your
Needing approval.
display. Because public needs to see public agenda up on the screen, correct? So then we need 2 tabs open and we need to change your.
okay, so how do they see the tally of the votes?
So you've got 2 tabs.
Maybe if you submitted, it might show up.
Mirror.
You need to left something more, and the bike has wheels.
So I just type in display.
How many did you choose to do? Okay, let me see.
There we go. Now it's extended. So now you gotta figure out if it's to the left or to the right. So right.
Are you able to click it? Or is it
It's
just-
to the right. Just really tiny.
So we actually probably don't want to pull it in.
And then I will go back in and double check, and if for some reason
Oh.
something doesn't go through, I will actually have your home manager do it tomorrow.
I'm like, so this is confusing.
I'm sorry.
I thought it was supposed to be something good.
It's something legal, not good.
Alright, just head back to the computer.
Can you see it? Over there.
No, it's not coming back. Here, I'll just come get
Here,
you over
you
there.
do.
Can you see it?
Yep.
Barely.
Yep. Luckily, I still
There it
have.
is.
Same thing.
There we go. So you'll put in
Just look at through, make sure you know
just
how
go
to text
to
questions
the
are.
Google homepage
None of it
for,
is different.
for reference. So this could be the minutes that or the agenda that the public's gonna see.
That's actually pulled up.
Oh, I can pull it. Okay. So where do you go to get the public agenda?
In my diligent.
In her
In your diligent. Okay. So go to diligent on this one.
community, the public agenda.
You want the testing one that we've been doing? This one.
You should be able to just click that little arrow to the right of it. It should.
Because we published it, but not to the members.
Well, they could see it if they didn't log in, but we didn't notify them.
So
Okay,
click that and it should pop open a new tab with
So this is the public.
the just exit that. And so this is what the public sees on the website, but also this is just the public agenda.
So as you're running through your side, I would assume this is scrolling for them and they see the votes
oh,
as they're coming in.
because
Let's make this as big as we can.
this one? Okay,
Let's go. Check the packet. That's pretty much nothing matter.
see, because when on my end, this is, because on my end, okay.
Now, pull this whole, Colby, can you pull that
Yeah.
all the way into the other screen? I wanna see it.
The whole tab?
Yeah. I just wanna see if it does what the machine manipulates. So this is what public sees,
Okay, then can I go on my end?
which that's a terrible.
Yeah.
Partially because this is Chrome OS.
Oh, I
So
need
we
to
gotta
use your other
We gotta
one.
use your Windows machine.
Okay.
That looks so bad.
Then nothing's set up on that one.
What do you mean nothing set up?
Well, I guess it is because it's set up here, but
It's all in the
yeah,
browser.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be so much easier.
Okay, do you want me to get,
You must.
what time is it?
Okay, are you on that?
No, you don't have to get it today.
Okay,
I mean, this doesn't look good.
No.
It'll look better in Windows.
Okay.
I'll
Let's
double
see.
check and if not.
Now I
When
go
we
when
go
I-
to the private minutes. So you
Oh.
you get the meeting going.
Did you get it mouse back?
yeah,
Okay.
You get the meeting going. You minimize it. You don't have to look at that anymore. You get the public agenda pulled up. You pull it into this screen. You don't have to worry about it anymore. All you have to worry about is what's on this screen.
so then I have minutes. What does that add to agenda mean? I don't know if it's working cool.
There's something new, I guess.
You know you didn't do that. Oh, okay, then let's do it.
So
Sorry. I got you.
I edit,
Start presenting.
consent,
Roll call.
I can't
Consent
remember.
action. This is like where you edit stuff.
Yeah, moved by, let's just say, second,
You can't make this bigger. That helps. It's still not great because I wish you could get rid of all this
Voters.
stuff.
so voters, so see how are we gonna see, can we see that?
Right?
Do they have to see it live or can they see it?
Well, usually, we don't, we'll vote, oh, I see, and that's another thing, you can't remove it, stop it, Nick does it, oh, it doesn't matter, we're pretending. So the motion carried, But see, how come they don't know? The board didn't know. Remember, I had to give a thumbs up. How do they see that it went through? Oh, because I have to send for a vote. I initialize
They see it, they'll see it on, because
their
they're
screen.
logged into Diligent also.
Yeah. But how come, yeah.
Digital voting started.
Okay, carried.
And that you could run it, but you could also request to have volunteers that have the background check. That was my next thing. Because if a parent is willing to come in volunteer an hour or so, then we could have time stamp. Like this time where without having to use your first minute. They do it until you have two in each representative. So they start it, each one of the trucks has had a time to come into it.
I can ask Lindsay, maybe they don't.
So like, getting.
Like the public needs to see the vote.
I don't
Because
know.
if they have to see it live, that makes things complicated, but if they don't have to see the results of the vote and like who voted on what until after, then because after you can publish the minutes and it'll blast it out to everybody, what the minutes are, and it'll say who voted on what and what passed and what didn't. But if they have to see it live, then we're missing something in the software.
Because I don't, maybe they don't. I don't know. We've never done this.
I know.
So maybe I'll ask Lindsay if that's what is supposed to happen. Is the public supposed to see who voted for what at the time?
Yeah.
Or is
If
it
it's after,
the
then it's-
thought?
then
Yeah,
it's
because the
okay.
minutes, I don't, verbatim minutes, we don't do
Yeah,
verbatim.
that's no. The only other thing I could think of is you guys could just like say after the vote, like
Yeah,
either the
that's,
vote passed or the vote didn't, and
right.
then the microphone will pick it up, and then the public would know that way. They just don't get to see it, but as long as they're listening, they hear it. I guess it matters. We're just trying to become legal here, so it's whatever we have to do legally.
You can use the browser window to share the agenda in a video conference or project the agenda on the screen. You navigate through the agenda, group members and public visitors will automatically see
I think it's definitely doable as long as it's organized before.
Selection is also visible in the presentation.
I don't think that it's
Timestamps will be automatically generated.
don't do it.
Okay, so I clicked on present. And gave it a pop-up. And then I also brought up this screen. So maybe this is what would be on that screen. So they're not
Okay. And then
If they come back, then they're coming to make it. So if somebody visits it again, it is only because
So now let's
it would not be.
you're right.
So that's
my mouse backwards.
It's over there.
not necessarily during your homeroom, and then you say, okay, this is the review.
Did you get that?
Here it works in shop. Only on this day.
Okay, it's on. I can see that.
Other than that,
Okay.
that's it, other than parent probation hours. So I would love to do a parent teacher conference. I think it's a lot easier to manage in high school because.
Oh, it's doing something.
And then you know that too.
On the right-hand side.
Yes. So that's the side that needs to be over there. Is the presenting part.
There's something else that needs.
But that's not even our, oh, that's just a bogus one, that, yeah.
So let's say something else needs.
Preview it, and then it will be open
How do you do that?
tomorrow, the next day.
Uh,
Your homeroom
What do we do?
designee.
Oh, create a motion.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt to have somebody, but I mean, if it's only those 3 times a day, it's up and running. The only other option is that.
It might just tell them what section we're on and not actually.
Other than, so like if they have a library day a week prior, get books, and it won't be reviewed until the following week once the fair is done. That way there's not the traffic of Chromebook, searching for books, kind of thing. I do know that this room, there's another one not super huge. That could also be utilized in. So there's definitely options, but it doesn't necessarily have to be in
Did
state.
you click on recommendation up there?
Or one. What's a lot easier to do.
I
in
do
your
think
housing.
if the center board was figured out, and you
Just
just set
brings
it
it
up
up
just in the
What it
center.
is.
And
Like
all
the
it
details
is
of it?
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what that's the attachment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely something that we should.
We would have to back.
And I will say.
What was that?
And then there was.
That was,
Something you just added?
I didn't add it.
Amount was just.
Yeah, so you'd have to,
Do you have friends that come in and help you?
It's my friends are.
Your two yahoos back
That's
there?
weird.
Yeah.
Oh, David. Elliot, did I pronounce that correctly? Okay,
so they vote,
is doing
say pass.
video projects with their class, so
I
they've
guess
been
it
in and out
doesn't show
all
that
day,
tonight.
right? That's
it just
been-
says what item we're on.
They were here yesterday.
I saw the little.
You just have to say,
Click on.
Yeah.
so we can at least follow along with where we
Okay.
are.
There's not much
And
going
it
on
should-
back there, it's
They don't
just
see the
all.
vote.
No,
Okay.
but they don't get to see that.
But that's a better view. And
That is
the
better.
case, then you can.
Yeah, so there's nothing back there.
Good news. We can do it all on this.
Because they don't see, do they see me doing the voting?
No, everything
Okay.
you do on this screen, they will not see.
Okay.
Only stuff you do on that screen. Here, I can just-
I sent an email. Do you know around, do you have an exact date that your teacher conference will be?
Yeah,
it works.
That's good now.
Makes it really clear where we are.
Okay, so
Wait, Joe, try going to the bottom and clicking on something over there and seeing if it auto scrolls on this screen, or if you'd have to scroll down. I wanna know if it, like, if you go past 6.1, if it'll,
Oh.
Would not have just. I don't know if it would be enough of a full day kind of thing.
No, I don't know.
so what's something like past 6.1? Okay, so we'll scroll
Okay,
over.
so-
So once you bring, what I was trying to get to is once you bring this up, you shouldn't have to touch this screen until
Okay.
you're done with the meeting and you're Xing out of things. It's really hard to bounce back between the
Okay.
two screens. But once this thing is up here, it should just follow along with where you click. So once you click past the 6.1 and it's past the initial screen, it'll bring the whole thing up and the public can follow along with whatever's great on here.
Okay, but now how do they video, how do they see the board members?
That would be, so the public from there, you will be,
meeting up and.
As long as we're.
Oh, on the other, on the tab, yeah.
so
The people that are here, they're following,
they're following along on this, and the people at home watching
are
don't
seeing
get
it.
this. They just have to listen and watch and follow along on their provided copy of the agenda.
The agenda, if they wanna have split screen.
Okay, then they have to do that, be savvy enough to do that.
Yeah, so if they don't want to show up in person, they have to put a little bit of effort,
Okay,
but it does pretty much everything. If they have to know the result of the vote, you just have to say it out loud. Do you guys do that anyways?
yeah, we say,
Yeah.
well, we'll just say passed
Yeah,
unanimously.
well, then they'll know as long as they're listening. If they're
How,
not,
how often is it really undecided before the meeting?
Okay, well,
so I know there was a lot,
yeah, a lot.
but we had to do a lot more than you'll have to do every time.
Okay,
Like a lot of that going into menus and stuff was just us getting this figured out on your machine for the first
okay,
time. But when you actually show up, there will be less.
Monday, we're gonna try to do this,
okay.
and meeting's at 6:30.
Yes,
You wanna meet here at 5:30
yeah,
to make sure.
yeah, I'm here at, yeah, that's when I come.
I will be back from Chicago by then.
You better be. Not that yeah, you better be. Or
If
I'll
not,
do,
then I'll call Colby.
Colby, yes.
Colby can flex his time.
Yes. that's
Yeah.
fine.
I'll drive back from. Yeah.
No, I'll be back.
How come,
You're on the other screen now. Here, let's just.
how do you know how,
Well, I only know because I can see it.
oh,
Are we done?
how did I get to that other screen?
It's when you move off of this one. So picture it as it's just
Okay,
the
there,
machine
there
says
it is.
that's all one big screen. Like
Okay.
that is all connected.
Okay, I'm on it here.
Okay. Well, then you should be good to just. We gotta
let's
end
delete-
everything.
Yeah, let's delete the
Show
show.
you how to end things.
And
You have to end it on there.
can you just 3 dots delete?
Can you edit details and delete in the top right?
Sorry.
Scroll all the way down. Oh, I really hope you can't delete a meeting.
Meeting in progress. We never ended it.
Do we end it?
We did not end it.
Mm.
I don't remember how to end it. Probably just back down to the bottom and then. No, it's just launch that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Maybe just go and end it on YouTube and see if that kills it.